I'm Phil, and I agree with Mark. Mom said it well the other day. I've never laughed and cried at the same time so much. I think that's the magic potion for healing. Not magic, but the Holy Spirit's potion for healing. I want to keep mine brief because we want to enter into a time of just worship, just loving the Father that gave us our fathers, imperfect as they may be. This last year, Joelle, my wife, has said, Phil, you need to go see Dad. You need to spend time with Dad. And it wasn't that I didn't want to. I just, you got business and you got stuff to do. Well, thanks be to God, we were able to get tickets. We were able to come back periodically, and we had the most wonderful year. And as has been said by my brothers, the richness that always was in Dad, that often couldn't come out, God steeped that out in the last year with the pain of his breathing, with difficulty of getting around. So we are rejoicing, celebrating what God's done this last year. We came to visit Dad about 3 weeks. Joelle and I came to visit Dad about 3 weeks ago. Just before we came, I heard a joke that part of me said, that's for Dad, and part of me said, don't you dare tell that joke. And at one point in our conversing, I thought, is this the time for the joke? And this was the first day we were together. 3 men standing around, and one man said, what do you want people to say at your funeral around your casket? And the first man was a teacher, and he said, I want people to say he was influential. He changed my life, even in 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. He set my life on a good direction. And the second man was a pastor, and he said, I would want people to say, he changed my life forever. He set me on a course that I would never have found by myself. And the third man thought for a little bit, scratched his head, and he said, I'd want people to say, look, he's moving. He's moving. Woo! So the rest of the week, Mom would look at him and go, look, he's moving. And at one point, Dad had kind of laid back and just had kind of checked out for a minute, and Mom goes, look, he's not moving. I consider it such a privilege and such a joy not to be limited or locked in to the limitations of human frailty, but to be in a kingdom and in a family and in a relationship moved and breathed by the Spirit of God that takes us beyond even our human experience. So we want to enter in together after the family. You guys can go ahead and come up. Mom really wanted us to sing some African songs, and we have had a blast just singing together. This is a part of our worship and our offering to the Lord, and we hope you'll enjoy it with us. And then we want to go right into a time of just celebrating and worshiping together the goodness of God and all that He's done.
Hallelujah. are marching. We are marching in the light of God. We are marching in the light of God. We are marching in the light. We are marching in the light of God. We are marching. We are marching. Oh, we are marching in the light of God. We are marching. We are marching. Oh, we are marching in the light of God. Moving, and we are moving in the power of God. We are moving in the power of God. We are moving in the power. We are moving in the power of God. We are moving. We are moving. Oh, we are moving in the power. Moving in the power. We are moving. We are moving. Oh, we are moving in the power of God. We are living in the love of God. We are living in the love of God. We are living. We are living in the love of God. We are living in the love of God. We are living. We are living. Oh, we are living in the love. We are living in the love. We are living. We are living. Oh, we are living in the love of caminamos en la luz de Dios. 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 Caminamos, caminamos, oh, caminamos en la luz de Dios. Oh, caminamos, caminamos, oh, caminamos en la luz de Dios. Caminamos en la luz de Dios. Caminamos en la luz de Dios.
We are washed in the tears of God. 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 We are washed. We are washed. We are washed in the tears of God. Oh, we are washed. We are washed. Oh, we are washed in the tears of God. I know that for each one of us, our existence in humanity, our existence in the earth, has that thorn, just like Paul talked about. It has, whether it's a relational thorn or some kind of wound or hurt that goes all the way back to the kick from the garden. And I heard one time someone said something that snapped something that had bound me, and that was, where was God when I was hurting? Where was God when things weren't working out? Where was God when I thought Dad didn't love me? And the response was, he was crying over you because you weren't getting his heart and his message for you. I would just encourage us to open once again to the love, the consistency, the depth, and the care from our Father. I believe that's the beginning of revival, when the children of God receive anew the reality of who Jesus is. Not who we thought he was, not who we read about, but the presence and power and love of the person of Jesus Christ. Let your glory fall in this room. Let it go forth from here to the nations. Let your fragrance rest in this place as we gather to seek your face. Father of the nation, unfold your sovereign plan. Let a chosen generation that will march through this land. All of creation is longing for your unveiling of power. Would you release your anointing? Oh God, let this be the hour. Oh God, let this be our. Oh God, let this be the hour. Let your glory fall in this room. Let it go forth from here to the nations. Let your fragrance rest in this place as we gather to seek your